One.
What is going on, Kyber Cave Army? I am Xcala, and this, oh, I get it wrong every freaking week. This
The
is not Flannel Go. Yes,
Hi
Flannel Go is having a little bit of technical difficulties right now. So we're hoping to get him on during the show. Uh-oh, Veronica looked like she just froze on me too.
guys.
Are you
Oh
there,
no.
V? Am I? Oh,
I'm
there you
here.
are.
I'm here.
That you know what it is? You know why we're having technical difficulties tonight? We're like our show is as hot as WandaVision. We're breaking the internet right now. That's what's going
Yeah.
on.
Oh yeah.
So many
We are
people are tuning into our show that the internet cannot handle it.
the internet. Well, I mean, our numbers already rising. Like, yeah, we're already getting likes and rising, and oh, we are hot, baby.
Oh, but I see my man Chris is on the line. What is up, Chris? Always good to see you there. Yes, and you know what I'm so excited about, and this is something that V informed me about because anybody that knows me knows that I'm not organized. I just do stuff. This is episode 41. 41 shows.
41. All through the pandemic. You guys started just as the pandemic started.
Right. I think like a month after pandemic was our first episode or something like that, right? Didn't you do a
Yeah.
little bit of like homework? Yeah.
Yeah. Like I well no, because I saw that it started just in March. Because it looked like it started in March. So just as the pandemic was announced, you guys
Wow.
began. Yeah.
Yeah, we were in full damage control because like as soon as they announced the pandemic, we're like, oh my god, we're closing our doors. What are we gonna do? Like everybody's gonna forget about us. They're not gonna love us anymore. We need to start a show.
Coming back like some certain Jedi, right? Back with the
Oh,
force.
that's right. And you can't look. You can take me out, but I'll be like Luke Skywalker. I'll force Ghost back in, man. Although I align with the dark side myself.
Oh no. Oh no. How long have you been a Sith?
Oh man, well my mama might say since birth.
We'll have
Dude,
to have like a good against evil, dark and light saber fight pretty soon.
oh yeah, I will tear you up. I will tear you up, girl. I don't need no green blades or blue blades around here. Red is all we allow around here.
Oh, we'll see about that. No, and speaking of our 41st show, where our 50th falls is
I'm so excited about that. Like that was just like crazy, incredible luck. So our 50th and our 50th show is going to be on April 30th. Which why don't you tell everybody why April 30th is so important to us? Besides the fact that it's Star Wars weekend.
It's our con, and we have the amazing Dominic Pace.
Dominic Pace from
The Mandalorian.
That is right. Dominic Pace from The Mandalorian. He was in season 1. He was in episode 1 and episode 3. He was a bounty hunter that you see on the side. But what's so cool about Dominic in particular and the character that he's created, Gecko, is he's one of the first people who was like a background side character who has really taken the ball and run with it, right? Like this guy's on tour all over the country, meeting fans, people that love The Mandalorian, and anybody that's a part of it. He's been on tour, and so much so that the fans have made a comic book for him. People have made action figures and replicas of the weapon that he had in the show. And I mean, I'm not aware of any other side character. Of course, you've got Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher. Everybody loves the big ones, right? But the little background characters, I'm not aware of anyone that has as much fan pull as this guy does. So I am very excited about Mr. Dominic Pace.
And he was
here at the Kyber Cave.
He is a fan creation too. He's not created. He wasn't really created by Lucas, was he? Or he might have been created by some of the writers as a background character.
The character was created by Lucasfilm for The Mandalorian. And in fact, when we interviewed him, I don't remember what episode it was. It wasn't too long ago when we interviewed him. He was saying that the reason that he specifically got that bounty hunter is because he had had experience doing prosthetic work before. And like some actors like freak out. They don't like to, sit in the chair for hours on end, putting on all the, the head stuff and the makeup and stuff. But he didn't have a problem with it. And so he was given, one of the bounty hunters that had the prosthetics. And therefore, he kind of stands out in the scenes a little bit.
But so, he's stood out in his own right, which I'm excited to see as a character. I haven't read the comic yet. I want to. I have a feeling I'll get a chance on the 30th.
Yes.
And anyone that wants to possibly get their sign, of course, barring anything wrong with COVID, hopefully meet him and get their comic book signed.
Yeah, so and that's going to be part of the thing. Now he is starting. Hey, and V, I don't know if you have control of theirs, but can we bring up some of these comments from our fantastic audience? I'm seeing some people making comments, but I can't seem to bring them up.
I can't see.
I'm not sure.
Tech issues tonight, I think.
We will get some of these things worked out here. But yeah, I see comments from our fans, and I'm not able to pull those up. Anyways, Dominic has been really fantastic. He's been in a lot of different TV shows and things like that you might have seen, but he's not one of the more recognizable people. So him coming here, he's a fantastic guy, and what he is doing for the Saber community. Offhand, do we see Mr. Berger backstage?
He is not, unfortunately. Let's see if we can remedy that.
All right. I don't see him online on my end either. Let me know when you see Mr. Mike Berger pop up back there.
I will.
Huh?
I will. Yeah. We seem to be having a couple tech issues tonight. I think that the tech gods are displeased somehow.
No. Man, well, there's so many other incredible things, and you know what? It's like we're 10 minutes in now. This is when we would typically start the interview. I haven't even talked about our fantastic sponsor, and we haven't had one of my favorite. There's only 3 segments of the show, so I can't say favorite, right? Because they're all 3 fantastic segments. So, but a fantastic segment of the show is the flow of the show, and we haven't even seen that yet. Don't be hurt. I love your segment.
It's my segment. It's not your favorite all the time. Actually, I'm sending. Let me see. I'm sending hopefully a link over to Mr. Berger, and then let's do flow of the show, which I will be bringing up.
I sent here a link earlier, and it says that he hasn't been live for about an hour. Well, let me set up our flow for the show. Let's get that ready. Once again, and as every week. The fantastic producer who you never get to see. He's like the mystery man. Well, you get to see him flow sometimes. Like he was our flow last week. But Mr. James Kaiser, a.k.a. Darth Cephalus from Oregon, he is our wonderful producer for the Flow of the Show segment. And he finds incredible flow artists from all over the world, all over the country. And they submit videos to us of them doing their thing. And I don't know how you feel about it, but I absolutely love watching the flow artists. It's like a whole different art form to me.
Oh, and our flows just keep getting better. I believe this is the correct one. Tech problems again. So excuse me if it's not, but I will cue this one up.
That was not. That was James. So for all of the people who want to know what our producer looked like, that was James Kaiser. Our flow tonight is Ryan Gillham.
Let's see. I do not have the flow. And I'm not the producer for the flow. Let me see. Let's go up. One moment. Sorry, Ark. Let's see. Well, I think we're gonna be just talking for a minute while I bring that up.
How about this? Oh, and I see some. Oh man, there's a lot of people popping up online. I want to say hi to Kevin. Ezra's on there. Rob Slack, and Jimmy Jones. Oh man, Jimmy Jones. If you are not familiar with Jimmy Jones, he does a radio show in Reno, 95.1, I believe it is. Pop culture, kaboom! You got to do it that way. Kaboom! So make sure you are checking out Jimmy Jones' show. And Chris, we appreciate having you on there. Star Wars Midway fans, we listen to both kinds of music while batting country and western. Well, okay. So amazing things are happening. We do have things coming up. We talked about Dominic Pace. Also, next month, just about 1 month from now, March 28th, Kyber Cave is sending 10 fighters to Southern California, and we are going to be competing against the Lightspeed Crate Base. This will be a non-Lightspeed sanctioned fight. We are just going on against some other members of the Crate Base. But Northern California is representing with 10 fighters. 10 fighters. Let's see if I can name them all. There's KO, there's Soma, there's Crux, there's Deacon, there's Dakar, there's George, Darth Era, Darth Vladif, who am I missing? Oh, Flannel Gosako and Arc Xcala. 10 little piggies will be heading to Assad. Well, I wouldn't call them piggies. What's up, Tony? Thank you for tuning in. Woohoo! I apologize. We are having a little bit of technical difficulties right now. V, I don't know if you were back on. Where's our flow? You are back on. Hey, can we go ahead and talk about our sponsor then if we're still trying to figure things out? Oh, man, I totally see your lips moving, but I can't hear you speaking.
Sorry about that.
Oh, there you go.
Tech hates me tonight. Okay, we have our sponsor. Let's see. I'm pulling it up because, the tech gods tonight.
I have a surprise for you guys at the tournament next month. Tony. Tony is one of the people we will be fighting at the Crate Base, and he has a surprise for us. I don't know what to make of that. It could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing, right? We are excited though. That is a month and 2 days away. We will be taking a little road trip down to Southern California. For anybody that wants to come to that, pay attention here or check out our page on Facebook. And once I have an exact address, I will get you more information. I know when I talked to the organizer, who's a gentleman named Jose, he was saying that spectators are free. So if you want to come and watch this Lightspeed competition between Northern California and Southern California, then it's free to watch. So I am excited about that. I hear clicking happening over there.
Seriously. Let's see. I am. Well, okay. Let's do our sponsor, because I'm not quite sure how to play a YouTube video on here. Yeah, it looks like we had to upload it, and it's not uploaded. Let's see. So let's do our sponsor, and let's go ahead and cue that up.
All right. So our sponsor for tonight is Grateful Photography, located here at the Kyber Cave, 915 Texas Street in Fairfield, California, and online at bayareacosplay.com. Grateful Photography does portrait photography, cosplay, general, and wedding photography. They have packaged to fit any budget, including a no-frills wedding package at just $550. Grateful Photography gives you a copy of the raw and edited files. Now, that's something that almost no photographer will do. And here's why that's important. It gives you the archives of the photos for safekeeping, and it gives you the ability to edit them in new ways in the future. Plus, it gives you the right to make your own prints. That's important if you're a cosplayer who's selling prints at conventions. You can make as many prints to sell as you want without any markup. Availability is limited. Visit Grateful Photography at BayAreaCosplayer.com to book your appointment now. Woohoo! Wow, man, that was starting out not too bad, huh? I was just a little bit fast, maybe.
It's your boy.
Oh, hey! Who's that guy?
It's a party.
I'm the Sugar Plum Princess.
Well, hello, Sugar Plum Princess.
I hate my.
Hey, dude, we got Tony. Tony is online right now. By the way, if you can control the messages on the side flannel.
Oh yeah.
To bring up the comments. What's up? Yeah, we haven't been able to bring up all the comments online.
Oh yeah.
But Tony is one of the people that we're going to be battling next month.
Challenge much?
Yeah, he says he has a great surprise for us, so I am very excited. And Chris says Wonder Woman.
Well, I am waiting.
Woo! Yes, blue lightsaber.
Oh yeah, look at this. I cleaned it nice and clean.
I know that's beautiful. Paul and Chris are both excited that you are online, and Chris says finally Flannel Osako. Dude, I don't know how to feel about that every week, dude. I feel like a little more of me dying inside every time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, did you guys do the flow of the show yet?
We did not. We could not get that figured out.
Oh, I have it right here.
Is it Ryan Gillham or is it James?
It's supposed to be let's see. Who? Yeah, it's supposed to be a Ryan, I believe.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, do we have our guest backstage, Mr. Mike Berger?
Not yet.
Okay. Well,
you want me to play it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? Okay, let me reset this up. So, of course, all you know, our phenomenal producer James Kaiser, who you saw for a moment in that other clip, that is our producer for this segment, Flow of the Show, and he has tonight brought us a fantastic artist who rides motorcycles, so that just automatically makes him cool, anyways. Ryan Gillham. So go ahead, roll that film. I liked how on that one, not only did it change colors and stuff, but I liked how we went from the double to the single, the double-sided saber to the dual wielding. It shows that, yay, and there are comments, yay.
There we go.
Yay. Yep. So that just goes to show you, flow isn't just one thing. It's not just about having one saber and throwing it up. It's not just about double-sided. We saw the levitation saber. We've seen people do that. So, I mean, every week people are bringing new things, even though it's the same exact tools. They're bringing new ways to use it every week. So it's a ton of fun.
Yep. Oh my god! Yeah.
Do we have?
I'm just laughing because I see a little kitty on the back in the background.
Sorry about that. Um,
Actually, now that you have it, I do have a good TikTok for that later on in the show, which I call TikTok.
TikTok.
I'm just kidding. That's copyright infringement. No. What did I say was going to be earlier? What did I say?
uh,
Talk tick or
No.
No, but TikTok with TALK was my idea.
Okay, but
So we could message Noel and see if he wants to come on earlier. I'm not sure where Mike is. I did message him, but he has been offline for some time now.
oh yeah.
Noel actually is notifying me that he is having trouble getting on as well. This is going to be an interesting show.
And little body 99.
Huh?
Little buddy 99, who are you calling a nerd?
Yeah. Well, he says it like a back. Ooh.
Hey!
Hey,
That's Jason.
Oh,
That's
Jason.
Jason. He was one of the founding members of Kyber Cave. Jason and I started Kyber Cave together. He used to run the dojo side of the store, and he is in Arizona. So when our friends would drive by the street, because the very first Kyber Cave was like on the second floor of a building in a tiny little room, nobody knew where we were. Like we used to have to hang out in front of the building, dressed up in our little, our little outfits and stuff like that, and throwing the saber up and down. So like when our friends would drive by, they would like scream "nerd." So that like became a thing with us. Like whenever we would see each other, we were driving by, we would always yell "nerd" at each other. It has become our moniker of power.
Oh my god, that's great.
So yeah, hey, what's up? I hope you are doing well out there in Arizona. And Paul is actually runs our D&D night events here. So from 4 to 6, Paul Batten, his comments were popping up. He runs our D&D night, and Paul was saying, how is he going to staff to dual wield? Because he has a connector piece, so he is able. He was able to, do it in such a way that you didn't notice him disconnecting it. Yeah, that's the, that is the artistry of flow. Flow.
Oh yeah.
Well, all right. So what else has been going on out there for everybody? If you guys have any questions, if you guys want to make any comments, I messaged him too. Can't seem to get a hold of Mike. Rob, thank you, Rob. I appreciate you doing that for us. I hope that Mike is okay. Our guest for tonight is, if we can get him on, is Mike Berger. He is the founder of the Jedi Council of America. So I very much want to learn about what the Jedi Council is.
Oh
yeah. Yeah. So we are hoping that he is okay. Rob, I assume that you are a personal friend of Mike. How does he connect anything? Duct tape to duct tape to duct tape. I know, man. The guy is just a musician. That's the beauty of flow. Speaking of which, we got a lot more classes happening here at the Kyber Cave.
Oh yeah, we do. We actually have a lot of classes. Most of them on Monday, apparently.
Well, okay. So Mondays we are technically closed. So there's a
special... Oh no, it's Wednesday. I meant
Yeah. I do know that we are getting together for some of the Lightspeed fighters that are going to Southern California. I told them that they could come in on Monday when the store is closed just to practice. Obviously, the store is not open for business. But, when we get down there with Mr. Tony, I want to make sure we're ready for him.
Oh, yes.
VC, we should have V going with us, dude. I bet V's got some fury and some rage to let go.
I mean, I'm bringing somebody, but they're not fighting. Sadly, they're not fighting.
Yeah, the person you're bringing is under 4'3", so they don't even count anyways.
Excuse me.
Okay. Whoa. So wait, you're bringing like a Jedi Master Yoda? Is that what you're bringing?
Maybe not.
Dude, I'd like to see her flip around and do tricks like Yoda.
Hopefully.
So yeah, we have had a few changes. For some people, you may know that for people that have been watching the show for a long time, we used to have HEMA on Friday nights. So very often you would hear like clinking and clacking in the background as we were talking. HEMA is now all on Sunday. So it used to be broken up between Friday night and Sunday. Now it's just a bigger block on Sundays, as well as heavy armor combat is also on Sundays.
Yeah.
Under 4-3, you bring in Yoda. Yeah, nice.
Yoda, Yoda.
My sentiments exactly.
Yeah.
Fellow and friend Jedi Council member. Oh, so Robert said we should throw a link to Robert Stack. If we can't get Mike on there, maybe Robert can help talk to us. Hey, somebody, can you guys see the message there from Robert Stack?
Yeah.
I just want to see if you can find him on Messenger, and then if you can, throw that guy a link. Yeah. And I'm not talking about a sausage. Okay, I'm a dad. I got the dad jokes, dude. I can't lie. So yeah, I also want to tell you too, if you have not been down to the Kyber Cave lately, we are in California, 915 Texas Street, Fairfield, California. Right across the street from us is a super cool store. I am very, very excited about. They just opened. They're getting more of their materials in there, but he is taking appointments and projects. But it is a store called Cosplay Elite. And you can find them. Their website is cosplay8.com. So cosplay8.com.
Noel is backstage.
Noel is backstage. Well, okay. How about this? Why don't we do why don't we go ahead and push up Veronica if Noel is ready to go? And Flannel, why don't you work on finding Rob Slack and sending him a link?
All right.
Go team. All right, let me give Veronica. Pass this over, Veronica. Veronica, you know more about this than I do, but I love the picture on the poster this week, so I am definitely excited to find out more about Noel.
Oh yeah, Noel is actually. It looks like something is a little fishy this time. We have Noel. Please welcome Noel to the show.
All the rest of us.
No.
Oh no!
No.
Oh, connection issues.
All right,
issues.
Nah.
Hopefully, Noel tries to come back in. See,
Noel,
this is
what has come back.
A very unorganized show for all you would-be podcasters out there. If you want to see a way to do it, please tune in.
We promise everything was going smoothly. He said,
"I don't." Going great until it wasn't.
Rob Slack said, "I don't know about that."
Apparently, there has been some connection issues within California because of COVID. I don't know what they're saying about it, but they're saying a lot of people are experiencing connection issues. Got a hold of him. He is on his way. Hopefully,
Rob, thank you. And I just want to give it up to our fantastic audience. I want to give it up to Mr. Rob. See, this is what you call audience participation, right? We couldn't get a hold of our main guest, but Rob out there, thank you, Rob.
Thank you so much.
I hired Rob as a producer on the show. He apparently knows how to make things happen here. So once Mike gets on, he's got a link back there. Whoever one of the two of you, when you see Mike come on, let me know and I'll give him a link to finish. No, wait. What happened? Whatever happened to Noel? Did he come back?
No, he did not.
He's having some connection issues. Yeah. I'm personally having connection issues myself, so you guys like it.
All right. Well, in the meantime, Kyber Cave is a store. It's a manufacturer. It is a class dojo. You all know that, right?
I hope so.
And what is the best thing about it? People who do tricks and flow with their sabers. You know that?
I like it.
But there's also a thing as a person who tries to teach a certain somebody to flow, but then they end up failing when they were taught. So here's a TikTok about it.
All right. Roll that.
Je
Je
m'appelle.
m'appelle.
Great. Okay, faster. Je m'appelle.
M'appelle.
Je m'appelle.
Me poo-poo.
Wow. Do you know
Ashley,
what Je m'appelle means?
No.
It means my name is.
Ah.
my name is.
My name is Poo Poo, apparently. Well, thank you for finding that for us. That is, yeah, go ahead.
That is a pretty cool move. Have you ever tried that?
Yes.
Can you do it?
Maybe.
What
I
about
want
you,
to
Rob?
see him. I can do it. I want to see him do it though.
I'm sorry, but this person is out of service right now. But try again another day.
Connection
I
exchange.
see you right there. All right, so we're gonna see who bounces online first. If we get a Mike or if we get a Noel, and we'll do it'll be, I guess it'll be first come first serve interview tonight.
Pretty much. We're just gonna do a little competition. Whoever can show up first. No, this is a lot of fun to talk about. James is even talking about jumping on, one of our other producers.
Woo-hoo!
To that video, yeah. So hopefully, I mean, even he can come talk to us a little bit.
Yeah, well, you can always throw him a link if there's someone we need to talk to. Just throw him a link.
Oh, there goes Flannel. Flannel.
Yeah. If anybody, throw James a link, or if there's anybody else that we want to talk to or anything, it's just the same link that we sent to everybody else.
I mean, this is a little bit crazy for our 41st show.
I know, huh? It's like our first show.
I know, like this is it's the tech. It can only get better from here. We have to hit rock bottom, and we didn't do that yet. So,
Well, you haven't seen some of our very beginning shows. We pretty much bottomed out right from the beginning, so we could only go up from there.
I should probably show everybody our levitating sabers that I put on display yesterday. Let's see.
He used the force and forced those sabers onto some clear stands.
Yes. Thank you for the spoiler alert.
Yeah, if you have not been in the Kyber Cave lately, our battles are getting bigger. Last week, I think we had 18 competitors at our battle. So we may start extending it back out. We used to, hey, Robert. Robert is a fantastic bag maker. I'm really excited about the bag that he is making for Ezra and for I. And then he's going to have some for sale here at the Kyber Cave as well. He's up in the Reno area. So, Robert, I hope you're checking out the Jimmy Jones Show on 95.1. Pop Culture, kaboom! Sorry, I have to do the kaboom thing every time.
It's a James Kaiser.
Huh?
It's a James Kaiser on.
It's a James Kaiser.
Hey
guys.
What's up, Daddy-O?
You were having problems with guests, so I figured I'd see if I could jump on here.
Oh man, this is fantastic. This is great because we get to see your work every week and all the fantastic people you bring us, but rarely do we get to talk to the man and the myth himself.
I see the comment there. Sell levitating sabers. You've been holding out on me.
We're just all
thing. Let me discuss that, because that's when I started doing that. There was one other guy who was able to do levitating sabers. His name was Flow Warrior, and I saw like some video of him at a Comic-Con, and so I said, I'm gonna figure out how to do that. And since then, I think there's like 5 or 6 of us who can figure out how to do that. But it is not a specific saber. That saber that you guys saw me levitating was Ultra Saber's stunt saber.
Wow.
So it's a saber and it's a rope and it's a whole lot of technique.
Wow.
And beyond that, there's no gimmicks, there's no telescoping mechanism or anything like that. It's a saber and a rope and technique.
See, I had assumed it was like a bungee cord kind of a thing to make it like come back at you.
Nope. Nope. That's just a rope.
Wow. So you actually have to have skill.
Yeah. And you got to be, if you're going to learn that. So nobody teaches that as yet that I know of. And it's one of those things that people on my YouTube keep saying, teach us how to do that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of reticent because everybody who does it right now, for one, they all do it differently because they all figured out how to do it on their own. And also for two, if I show people how to do that and you're trying to learn how to do that thing, you are going to brain yourself with a saber. Just absolutely brain yourself with it.
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't really want to be responsible for that. So
Yeah, I
if you
can't
guys want
imagine
to
you
figure it
have.
out, just watch some videos in slow motion, get yourself a rope, put on a helmet, preferably, probably. I guess I didn't learn with a helmet, but yeah, it's it's a complicated thing, but it's not. There's no mechanism.
Maybe
Wow.
after,
Yeah,
maybe
I figured you must have taken a beating or two just trying to learn that.
By the time I got around to trying to figure out how to do that, I already knew rope dart and leva wand, which are two other flow tools that are very similar. And so I hit myself in the legs a few times, but I never actually brained myself with it trying to do it. But that's because I was familiar with stuff kind of like that before.
King Snow, what's up, Chief?
King Snow! That is the man himself, the myth himself. So did you use other skills? Like I know what is that called? Poi balls or whatever, where people have the balls with the flames on it, or what is that what those are called?
Oh yeah. Yeah, those are poi. Those come out of like
Knowing-
Polynesian stuff, and you usually see them on fire. But yeah, when you're dealing with flow artists, a lot of the time we have multiple things that we sort of dip into. I've got a golf bag, and so when I go out on a gig, I've got a whip and a couple of staffs and some swords and some poi and a rope dart, and I just kind of dig into the bag and get going.
Wow. So you really can pull from a lot of other different cultures and even what would seem to be different, completely different styles and things altogether. I can even imagine knowing how to use nunchucks or something like that would be
Yep.
helpful.
You'd be surprised how interchangeable a lot of it is. I mean, a lot of the staff moves are nunchuck moves that people have adapted to staff. There's actually one of them that's called a nunchuck spin, and yeah. So, and there's some things that I learned how to do that I learned on a staff, and then I figured out how to do it on a saber. And there's some stuff I learned how to do on a saber, and then I figured out how to do it on a staff, and then you figure out how to do it on poise. So it's all really the same set of skills. It's just being adaptable enough to try to pick up something else that moves differently and has a different sort of balance, and then figure out how to transfer it. But
Right.
yeah, it's a lot of combination because it's circus arts and it's dance, and I started doing a little bit of wushu, um, like preset routines, and yeah, so it all kind of blends together. It flows together, as it were.
Nice play on there. And
so
so go ahead.
how long have you been at this? Like how long have you really been practicing the flow and practicing your art?
Well, so I got into it. I got into it a long time ago because I actually had a bad back, and that's why I got into lightsabers to begin with. Was because I had a bad back, and it would go out like once a year, and I'd be hobbling around looking terrible. And so I was told, I was trying to figure out something that would like build core strength, and so I picked up lightsabering as or lightsabering and staff spinning and all of that as a way to sort of combat that, and it works pretty well. But yeah, I've been doing it for I don't know. I think it's been a decade and a half or so.
Wow. And what I find amazing about flow is I kind of relate it to something similar to, I don't know, say skateboarding, right? Like it really is something that you've got to, I mean, you're not going to pick up the trick on the first try. You really have to be dedicated to that particular trick. And, a lot of times these tricks, it literally goes so fast, you can't even tell what the guy was doing or the woman was doing. But, they've worked a whole month to make it roll down their arm or do whatever trick they're doing.
Oh, yeah. You learn a roll, you better be prepared to drop that thing, which is why all the time the people are like, I want to learn how to do that. And I've got my $800 custom etched dark saber, and I'm like, no. You go out and you pick up something basic. You don't want to spend more than like $50 to $100 on a saber you're going to learn how to do flow with, because you're going to drop the heck out of that thing.
Right.
It's even been mentioned to me. We had a previous flow artist, which was Clint Alexander, and I said, "Did you light up the lightsaber that you use?" And he said, "No, I use reflective tape." And I said,
Oh, yeah.
"That is so cool."
Go ahead,
Hey,
Flannel.
hey guys, sorry to interrupt, but our special guest is backstage.
Oh, hey, James, thank you for jumping in, man. You are the man in the pinch. I want to remind everybody, because you don't get to see this pretty face too often, but this is the producer of our flow for the show. I want to thank you for all the great videos you bring us and all the fantastic people we get to see every week.
Yeah, no problem. I'll keep doing it.
All right. Thanks so much, James.
Mhm.
Good to see you, James.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce our guest right now. We're probably going to and let me. We'll hope that Noel gets his problems back on. I think we're going to drop this.
He did. He's backstage.
He's here.
Oh, Noel's backstage too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to do a 20-minute interview for Mike, and then we'll pass it over to you. So right around the 1 hour 105 point, I'll wrap it up with Mike because of some of the challenges that we've had tonight. But I don't want to wait any further. Let's get into this fantastic interview. With no further ado, all the way from the other part of the country, Mr. Mike Berger. Hey! I can't hear you. You got audio? On your screen, if you might see a button that says audio on your picture. By your picture, you might see a little microphone. If the microphone has a line through it, you got no audio there. Oh man, you know what I need is I need a person that can read lips to to tell us what you're saying. But you know what? Right off the bat, I see a whole bunch of pops behind you, and I don't know if you know this, but I am personally a pop fan. If you were to come into the Kyber Cave right now, my store, we've got like a whole wall of pops that the customers are not allowed to touch. They're way high up on the wall.
It's true. He makes me stack them up there.
Yeah. See, we're all pop fanatic. And Rob, thank you for getting Mike there. We can see Mike's beautiful face, but we're having some trouble hearing Mike right now. I don't know if Mike is having a mic issue.
It is a mic is a like lots of mic issues tonight.
It says his mic is muted, possibly. And that would usually be on the little picture of yourself, I believe, right? I think you click on that and it shows you. Yeah. If you click on the picture of yourself in the upper right-hand corner, there's like 3 dots. If you click on those 3 dots, it says stop mic and stop cam. You can click that and then click it back again.
Oh. Art, you're being outed by Ezra saying you make them stack them.
You make them stack that way?
He makes us all stack.
Them. Yeah, I know, dude. Yeah, I didn't say it was fun to be an employee at Kyber Game. Actually, this is actually probably one of the funnest jobs that you can have. Very few other jobs do you get to beat up customers with glow sticks. I think that's a benefit of the job right off the bat. Well, I'm bummed out. We're having troubles with Mike here. Anyone have any ideas of what we can do for our friend Mike?
Maybe you can adjust the mic, probably.
Adjust the microphone?
Yeah.
So, hey, notes, show production notes. We should probably do test mic runs with all of our people ahead of time, huh?
Yeah, we probably should.
Hey, you know what? We made it 41 shows, and this is the first time we've had this issue. I think we're okay. Now, not to say we haven't had a ton of other issues that we've had to correct. Oh, Mike. And the customer comes back. Yeah, and the customers come back, right? What other place do you get to beat up customers and they come back for stuff? What are stacking stuff? What are you, droids? Basically, that's how I treat my employees. I treat them like droids. These are just little Pitroids around here.
Yes.
And make them go to work.
They actually live at the store, and and you just feed them.
I do. And who needs to feed them, man? That's the advantage of having a droid.
Oh well.
Okay. Well, it looks like we lost Mike there. Hopefully, Mike will come back in. We'll see if we can get this.
All right, let's try this. Oh, did somebody take Mike Berger out of the live stream?
Myself out.
All right, let's try again.
Oh.
Hey, there we are.
Hey!
Yeah, I switched over to my laptop. I actually got a webcam. I actually got a microphone, so a little bit of a technical issue.
Hey, we got you now. How you doing tonight, sir?
Doing good.
Wonderful. I appreciate you coming out and taking the time to talk to us.
It's an honor. It really is.
Well, hey, we lost a little bit of time, so I want to jump right into this. Let's not dilly-dally. Tell us, what is the Jedi Council of America, and how did you go about founding this organization?
Well, the Jedi Council of America, we're the more costume flexible, interactive show group. The new movies were announced as being on the way, and it was just myself and a few friends saying, hey, here's an idea. Why don't we try this? And opening night of Rogue One, there were 14 of us in my hometown.
Wow.
We showed up at the theater and we ran. And from then till now, we went from a little group in my town to 24 states across the U.S.
Wow.
We opened up a chapter in Ireland.
Wow.
That's the one word I use a lot myself is wow. I never would have thought.
Right, because this just started off as like some buddies getting together to go dress up at a movie event for Rogue One, and all of a sudden you have an international organization.
Yeah. And we did it just for fun. There was no ulterior goal besides, let's go have fun, guys.
Right. Now, one thing that you talked about or you made mention of that I find very interesting is I can't remember exactly how you said it, but you were saying like you were talking about the costuming, right? Like you don't have to be at because if you're in the 501st or the Rebel Legion, they're very strict about the colors you use, the type of material you use. But your organization, how is that treated? How is your costume treated with you guys?
I term it as costume flexible. So you don't have to be a certain character. We let the mashups fly. So we have original Sith characters. We have Jedi in blue tunics. It flies as long as it looks good and the person carries themselves well. We're in front of kids. There's things you don't say. You don't act negative.
Right.
And just go out, interact with the fans, have fun, stage a lightsaber fight, put on a show for everybody. And at the end of the day, we might be tired, but we're still smiling. We love doing this.
Right. So you talked about lightsaber fights. Do you do like choreography routines as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Our best show, there was a con, Capital City Comic Con. It was actually held on campus of the Michigan Spartans. They caught on to, oh wait, you guys staged lightsaber fights? Yes. Cool, can we get you to do 3 of them at our con? Sure. And they had the full flyer and everything. By the time we got done getting on stage for the last show, there were so many people that were standing to watch.
Wow. It's amazing how things kind of blow up like that. So after that first event, at what point did you I mean, how did it start growing? At what point did somebody else want to start doing this in another city, or how did that even happen? How did it go from just being you and your friends at Rogue One to all of a sudden it's starting to spread to other cities?
Well, we started out with walking into other cons in costume and having fun, and just everybody wanted to be a part of it. I mean, it wasn't about the costume; it was about the fun. It was about being interactive. It's like, hey, we have an extra saber here, hand it off to a kid, and watch them light up.
Right.
You know, and one of the smaller cons, like, oh, well, we'll give you a table. Just come to our show. You're a guest. A little dinky show in the basement of a church. And I'll give credit to the promoter. John is an awesome guy. And he set us up. And next you know, his show started picking up more because we were there. And just watching the kids just pick up the lightsaber going, this is okay. Nobody else lets us do it. Okay.
Right.
And he started his own comic shop, so he don't do the cons anymore. But because of that start, anytime he wants us back, if he has the con again, we'll be there for him. Right. And now we've done the bigger shows, and we've done cons from one end of Michigan all the way up to the other end of Michigan.
Right. Wow. So it all started in Michigan and grew from there then. You're in Michigan, correct?
Yes.
Wow, that's absolutely incredible. Now, do you have a character that you do yourself, or do you change up each time, or?
I do a good Qui-Gon Jinn, which is why I have the hair and the facial hair. And
yeah, I can see that.
Right, and I've always had that serious look to me because, you know, that's just part of my personality.
Right.
Which a lot of people say, is he really joking? I can't tell.
But you could put some light blue makeup on and get yourself a blue Jedi outfit and be the spirit of Qui-Gon Jinn.
I've also thought about doing my own mashup and doing a Native American Jedi because I do have a lot of my native traits in the show.
Right. That's fantastic.
It's fun. Like I said, I've always been the quick-witted one, so I've even dragged other cosplayers into our fun. I think one of my favorite comments was Deadpool's walking by, and I looked at him and was like, hey, I had the right idea. I brought the brown robes. And he just got the biggest kick out of it, and it doesn't matter if you're a Harry Potter fan. You know, we're all cosplayers. We do this for our love of it. Bring them in, have fun with it. Right, you know, you guys want to be serious and you can't do this. Okay, that's fine. That's you. We're going to do us.
Right. Did you? I assume that you grew up with the Star Wars movies.
Yes, I watched the original trilogy when I was a kid. My daughter watched the prequels, and now my grandkids are growing up with the sequels and The Mandalorian and all the next ones that are on the way.
Isn't that amazing? I'm always encouraged and inspired by the fact that, you know, that's 3 generations of people that you're talking about right there that can all be a part of the same fandom and can all find their little pieces. Because, you know, some kids are, you know, teenagers, you know, they might be really into the Clone Wars, and that's, you know, the cartoons is why they like Star Wars. But for, you know, people like myself who are older, you know, it's the original, you know, episodes 4, 5, and 6. So everybody can get a little something out of it. And now with this next generation, they've got the Mandalorian and everything else that Disney's doing. So it's amazing how this legacy has continued.
It really is. I mean, Star Wars, you know, most people don't even think about it. It really is a legacy. I mean, we're talking 3 generations of fans, and who knows when it'll stop, if it does.
Right, right. Hey, we got just a few more minutes. This interview ran by quickly because of our technical difficulties. But I want to ask about some of the events that the Jedi Council of America does. If somebody is in, I don't know, South Dakota or Tennessee or some random state, are there chapters? I know you said you were in 44 states. So how do people find out where they can be a part of this?
Yep, we're 24 states, so we do anything from local parades, Comic-Cons, anyone interested in working with one of the charities. I'm a big softie for the kids myself.
Right.
But we have a fan page, the Jedi Council of America, and from there you can find what chapters are up and running. This year we've opened up in Oklahoma.
Ooh.
But us personally here in Michigan, we've done, like I said, anything from the little con in the church basement to some of our major cons like YumaCon in Detroit, which is a huge anime con.
Right.
We posted the Star Wars photo shoot for that, and we brought extra lightsabers. We have our own backdrop for photos, and I walked into Buffalo Wild Wings for charity and just brought the sabers and set up the gimmick, posed with a Jedi, and the only thing we charged was $1, and we gave every single dollar to the charity at the end of the day.
That's super cool. Are you guys actually an organization?
We are recognized by Lucasfilms as well, so we do have the credibility. So yeah, we've done a few of the sports events for Star Wars Night as well. Right up until last year hit and everything came to a complete stop.
Right. I actually find that amazing that you get endorsed by Lucasfilm because like I said, with the 501st and with the Rebel Legion, I mean they are known for how strict they are about their screen accuracy with the clothing. In fact, we got a guy here in Sacramento. We call him Vader Kev, and he does Vader. And I want to say this guy's already put at least $7,000 into his costume, and he's still adding to it. You know what I mean? So I think that's fantastic. How did that happen? How did Lucas? Did they contact you, or did you contact Lucasfilm? Or
we contacted them because of the bigger cons wanted the affiliation and the non-profit status. Otherwise, Lucas doesn't care about the 501c3 status. It's the legality for the bigger cons.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the only thing that Lucas cares about is as long as we don't make money, they're okay. Right. So any of our personal financing is done by our members chipping in.
Right.
Which is the only feasible way for us to do this.
Right. It makes total sense to me. Mike, I wish we had more time to talk tonight. I wish we had our full 40 minutes. We are going to have to get wrapped up, though. Is there anything you want to let people know about? Things that, events that you have coming up? Definitely, where they can get a hold of you. I know you had talked about your website, but is there anything else that you want to let people know before we close out?
No, just any guys interested, Jedi Council of America, it's our fan page. If we don't have a chapter in our state, by all means, grab a few people. I have no problems helping you guys out. We have links. We have companies that give us discounts for our group. To be specific, even Gary Ripper is part of our Arizona chapter. That alone says a lot to me as far as our credibility. if you want to be that guy to cause a scene, please don't come to us.
Right.
We're the fun guys that like to have people walk away smiling.
Right. Family oriented, good time fun.
Absolutely. We have underage members in the group as well. We have a Ray. She turned 15 this year. So we've got Bobby, who's been with us for a couple of years, and now his sister's joined us as well. And I could throw names out all day. I mean, we got high-end costumes. We got original characters. At the end of the day, we're all family. We all love Star Wars.
That's fantastic, and that's a good place to be too.
It really is.
Mercenary Knights. I see somebody saying something about Gray Mercenary Knights. Does that mean anything to you? Oh, there it is.
Oh, Gray Mercenary Knights. Yes, that's one of the small groups here in Michigan. Derek is one of the members. Henry is the lead of the group. And we work with them as well. The last con we did last year, they came with us. And it was comical because we ended up on TV again. They're like, oh my God, what do we do? I got this. Just relax. It's just another day for us. And because I've done this for a couple of years, no big deal to be in front of a camera. Just be yourself, have fun.
Right.
That's what they want to see. So we ended up having lightsaber fights on TV, and it was the first time for them. It's like, oh, this is awesome. Yeah, you guys got this. I'm going to stand in the background. Why are you doing that? It's not about me. It's about us.
Right.
So they appreciate it. I'm willing to help the little group because we've been that little group. You know, my mentality of it is we are still the little guys compared to the 501st. I believe we'll get there at some point, but we started small. I'm the guy who never thought I'd be in front of a camera talking about my group being not only the biggest one in Michigan, but across more than one state. Never thought it would.
And what I find, like we had recently Tom Hutchins, who was the founder of the Mandalorian Mercs. We had him on, and that group has been growing for like 15 years. But you said that this whole thing started with Rogue One, which is what, less than 5 years ago, or
less than 5 years.
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing to me how fast you were able to grow. Hey, you know, it just goes to show when you have a good thing and you're having fun, people want to be a part of that.
Right, and I'm sure everybody knows when I talk, it's we, it's us, it's the group. The only time I use I is I'm just a guy who had a good idea.
Right.
Because it is the group.
Right. Well, I have had a fantastic time learning about the Jedi Council of America. People can just, if you want to find out more information, you can Google Jedi Council of America, or this is Mike Berger. You can find him on Facebook, and he's sure to point you in the right direction. Mike, thank you so much for being on with us tonight. We really appreciate having you talk to us about that.
It's an honor to be here. We hosted Dominic Pace, and being on the same interview as Dominic, it's an honor.
Dominic is an incredible man. And in fact, we were saying earlier, this is episode 41, but episode 50, Dominic Pace will be in the store. We're going to have him at a little mini con here. So we're going to do a live broadcast for episode 50 with Dominic again.
Yeah, we've hosted him here in Michigan. We actually introduced him to the comic shop. Before we got big, the comic shop, you know, we had no problem on pre-comic book day going in for the kids.
Right.
So we introduced the comic shop to Dominic, and Dominic's coming back to the same comic shop here in Michigan. So we'll be there again for him.
And I can't wait to see pictures of that. That's going to be fantastic. Mike, thank you so much. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for all of the hard work you're doing for bringing joy to so many people, so many kids. And I mean, kids of all ages. You don't have to be a child to be a kid. Yeah.
I'm a 51-year-old kid myself, so toys are a little more expensive, but we have fun.
Right. I'm 48 and I own a lightsaber store, so I don't know. We're in the same boat, my friend.
Right.
Thank you so much. You have yourself a beautiful evening, Mike.
You too.
Take care. Woohoo! Flannel go. Uh-oh. What's up?
As you noticed, I did a quick set change because it's football night.
I did see you did do a quick set change.
Yep, it's football night.
It's football night. Is that your team or something?
No, it's just soccer in Spanish.
Yeah, well, I know, dude. I'm not that uncultured.
Look at this.
Jesus Christ, man! What, are you playing football tonight?
Yeah.
Okay,
Indoor.
but you know you're on the clock at work right now, right? You ain't playing football right now, fool. In fact, not only are you on the clock at work, you're on the clock at work in a webcast show. So now you've got people all over the planet looking at you.
Slacking.
Slacking, man.
It's also a cosplay. I might be cosplaying as one of those anime, soccer anime cartoons.
Yeah. Kyber Cave is the only place where you can, get away with saying, I'm just doing cosplay and not be in your work uniform. Hey, speaking of which, do we have our special guest back in?
We do. We're going to try this out again. Something is definitely fishy tonight. Please welcome to the show our Aquaman, because I love DC. Huh? I know you guys like Marvel. I like DC.
Jason Momoa? Is that who we got for tonight?
I wish.
Sasha Banks.
No, we have something just as good. We have Noel.
Woohoo!
Noah Serafin.
Hey, Noel. Oh,
hey, can you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
Oh, awesome. All right.
Your cosplay is wow.
Yeah, well, I know you said it wasn't Jason Momoa, but pretty close. I dyed the hair just to do it, so
Close enough.
Close.
So you did that's commitment, dyeing your hair to do a cosplay.
Yeah, I even just came out of the water right now. My hair's super wet. So, yeah.
Well, that's definitely commitment. Getting all wet and definitely, you don't get to do that kind of stuff when you're at a con.
Yeah, no. And yeah, and right now there's not really cons going on, so everyone's looking for an excuse to get in cosplay, and you guys are awesome for allowing this to happen. So thank you guys.
Definitely, we want to foster, especially during COVID. And I don't know if you heard earlier, but we were discussing how this show started when COVID was first announced, and the store thought we were going to close the doors for a while. So we decided to have a little more fun, and our creator and founders decided to start fostering all that energy that really comes into the store.
Yeah, awesome.
So tell me a little bit about your cosplay. How did you get into it? Because like Aquaman, I love Aquaman.
Well, I actually got into it because I had a son, and so I wanted to do something with him. Grow up, build his cosplays, stuff like that. And his name's actually Kal-El, which if you guys are DC fans, you guys know who that is, which is Superman, by the way. But yeah, so basically started because of my son, but slowly started kind of drifting away from it, and I still fell in love with it. But you know, little kids, they have their moments. You know, they love something, then they don't love it, then they love it. So hopefully, slowly he'll start coming back to cosplaying.
So he's just sort of learning everything about DC, and probably he likes Marvel too.
Yes, Marvel, DC, a little bit of everything. Right now, he's a crazy Minecraft, crazy into Minecraft. So yeah.
Actually, you sent me a photo. I'm not sure if this is him. Is this him?
Yes. How,
That is
how did you
him.
get that? No, I'm just kidding. Yes, that's my son.
Oh, that is sweet. So it's a family affair.
Yes.
Let's see. Let's pull up some more photos. Aha!
There he is again.
Who are you here?
So I'm Android 17 and he's Gohan. It's an anime. If you guys ain't familiar with anime, I try to do all genres. I just like everything. So from Disney to anime, movies, DC and Marvel. So yeah, just a little bit of everything.
And I'll move on to another photo.
Yeah.
So which one are you?
I am Flash.
Flash. Excellent.
Yeah.
That
Would
is.
you believe me if I could? Huh?
That is
I'm
an
sorry, go ahead.
amazing. That's amazing cosplay too.
Yeah, thank you. Another DC. You know, this was a really fun day. It's a weekend blender that they host at in Fresno. I hope some Fresno people are watching out there. And I actually did 10 cosplays in one day. So I switched out 10 different characters in one day. I think this was my 7th cosplay of the day.
So you did more than one in one day. So did you just run upstairs and change again?
Well, they have a little dressing room, and I just ran every hour. I try to switch out, and so I went in the dressing room. I switched out crazy fast, kind of like Flash. So yeah, that's how I did that.
Let's see. Oh wow, this one is amazing too, and I'm sure
Yeah.
it's a little edited.
Thank you, thank you.
Do you make some of these cosplays, or do you have them ordered? I know there's cosplayers of all types. Some prefer to completely customize, and some just order and they put it together and collect over time.
Yeah. All my cosplays are different. Some of them, I mean, I don't have time. I have to buy them. Uh,
Mhm.
some of them I commission them. So like the armor on this one and a few of my other cosplays, I actually commissioned it from a group called Blacksmith Cosplay, and I've been working with them for quite a while now. And the jacket, I actually the best advice for all the cosplayers, if you're trying to get something low budget, go on OfferUp, go to thrift stores. This jacket I actually found someone was trying to get rid of it, and I was like, and I was looking for it for like maybe like 4 months. I was looking for a cool jacket, and I came across it for I think it was $20. So it was I was definitely happy, and that's why I did this picture.
That's a steal, actually. Uh,
Yeah,
let's see,
super
and then of
still.
course the one you're wearing right now,
Yes, Aquaman.
Aquaman. Let's see, and then who are you here?
I'm Sasuke, another anime. So uh, a lot of people they have a little argument with what's better, Dragon Ball Z or Naruto. They're both really good animes. If the viewers don't watch anime, um yeah, they both have some good stories. And yeah, this is actually Naruto's best friend. And and these two kids, I actually met them I see him at all the cons, all the local cons before COVID started. It's actually his birthday this weekend, so if his mom's watching, happy birthday, little buddy. I met him as Flash. I was Flash. He was Flash. So every time he sees me, hey Flash. Every time I see him, hey Flash. So it's cool.
And then Spider-Man. In fact, wow. So you do an adult Spider-Man.
Okay, so this Spider-Man was kind of I saw a fan made picture of Tom Holland where he had long hair and a beard, and so I always wanted to do like an original picture of Spider-Man, but I didn't want to cut my hair, so I'm all like, oh man, this would be cool, and so one day I just decided to put on my PS4 suit and do this picture, and yeah, it was a hit. People liked it. I mean, a lot of cosplays that people end up liking are the ones that you kind of inside you don't want to do, and you kind of just have a gut feeling, just hey, just do it, and that's what cosplaying is all about, is you doing who you want, when you want, not worrying about what people are going to say about you, not worrying about what race you are, what color you are. If you feel the desire to do a character, you go out and you rock that character the best way you know how.
What really inspires you when you decide to rock a character?
Um, I don't know. A lot of characters have different. I mean, I do a lot of Marvel and DC, mostly because I know it might change a kid's day, month. You know, they're never gonna forget that experience when they met Aquaman, they met Flash, they met Spider-Man, Batman, whatever superhero it is, Ant-Man. Um, you know, we went. I went to a con a long time ago, and my fiance was with me, and I was dressed as Flash, and she happened to see a little kid stare at me, and but I didn't see him, and so when I went to go talk to my wife, she said, "Hey, did you see that little kid? How he stared at you? Like he stared at you like you were the real deal, and you were here, and like he saw you." So that little kids will never forget, and that's what inspires me to do what I do, is just to put that smile, that memory in someone's life.
Which is very noble to
Yeah.
be an experience for everyone, I'm sure. And
Yeah.
I'm sure we don't have a whole lot more time left because of today, but this one is pretty cool too.
Yeah, Winter Soldier, actually the movie's actually coming out next month, so you guys um make sure to catch that. But yeah, this was this was actually also at the con that I did 10 different characters. So but yeah, and the armor, the arm and the shield was actually made by Blacksmith Cosplay also, which I really like their work, and they never fail me. They're really good on the crunch time. Oh, hey, I I need this. I need this in 5 days. I need this in there was a time where I was doing the premiere at a local theater here, and I'm, oh, you know what? I really need this by the weekend, and it was like 4 days. So he lived in Chico at the time. Um, so right after work, I jammed over there. I picked it up, and I made it for the premiere. So they're really good at that.
So hopefully some of our viewers might go and check them out if they're in a crunch too.
Yeah, awesome.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm sorry about all the tech issues that we had tonight, but I'm really glad it worked out.
Yeah.
Aquaman. It is so nice to have a little bit of variation. We have some DC here. So thank you for joining us. I hope to see you again soon. Once cons are over, and come check us out at the cave. Hopefully, maybe even see Aquaman come and duel.
Oh, nice. I'll
Yeah.
come in my cosplay and hopefully meet Darth Vader or maybe Anakin. Somebody.
Oh, yeah. Couple bounty hunters. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah. Just take it easy on me, guys, all right?
We will. We definitely will. Thank you for coming on the show, Noel.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, guys. And sorry for all the trouble, but we made it. And I'm happy I was able to make it on crunch time. Cool.
Definitely.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Noel.
Oh my God, that was so cool. And you know what I didn't realize before the interview? That is from the Fresno area, which is where Lady Deadpool is. So that whole area is like, I mean, that seems to be like the cosplay mecca of California.
Okay. If you love cosplay,
family and
yeah, and because he was mentioning the blender, and I know that's a big annual thing that they do down there. And by the way, 10 costumes in one day, that's like a Vietnamese wedding, man. I don't even think about that, dude.
Really? No, that would be insane. I spend months on one cosplay, not to mention 10.
Right.
Like, I can't
even imagine packing for that event. Like, you'd have to have like 10 different duffel bags, like all labeled. You better make sure all your stuff is in the right place.
Oh, sorry. No, wait. I'm not back. No. I don't know who I am. Yeah.
I know. His last cosplay of the day is just an amalgamation of like 10 different characters.
You never know. In fact, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get this thing wrapped up. We are a little over time. We had some crazy technical difficulties. Hopefully, we'll figure these things out so that doesn't happen again in the future. But we are coming up on show 50. Next week will be show 42. And I don't even know who we have next week. I'll be honest with you. I only booked out until this week. So I got to get back on my booking again.
Sasha Banks, by any chance?
Sasha Banks, make that happen.
Yeah, it's on you.
If we don't get Sasha Banks, it's all you, dude.
Oh, me.
We should make him do the interview.
Yeah. Dude, I don't think he'll be able to. He'll be stuttering the whole time.
You know what?
All right, y'all. I am Xcala. This is V, which means this is Flannel. I want to thank all of our great guests tonight. I want to apologize once again for the technical difficulties. We made it through. I want to thank Ryan Gillham for the flow of the show. That was absolutely incredible. Mike Berger, the founder of the Jedi Council of America. I also want to thank James Kaiser for coming in and helping us out in a pitch. It was very nice to be able to see our producer who you never get to see every week. And, of course, Noel Serafin down in Fresno. I want to thank all of our fantastic guests. And I also want to thank, lastly, who was that? Wait, I'm going back up the list real quick. I want to think, was it Rob? Robert Slack. Thank you for getting a hold of Mike and getting us taken care of. That was absolutely fantastic. Thank you for everybody tuning in.
Our viewers are the best part of this show, actually. Like, you guys are amazing. You are the other guests that we never see.
I know. I like seeing that's why I like the comments that pop up along the bottom. We always get people, and of course, Kevin Hogan, aka Sith Cat, who we've had on the show, has always got crazy comments on there. So we appreciate all of our viewers, and Chris tunes in every single week. So we appreciate everybody who does. Although I know Chris is just tuning in to see Flannel.
Hello, Taco Cat, man.
I do too. I want to see what Flannel does next.
Oh man, dude, I'm feeling a little bit hurt.
What comes next?
All right, y'all. Until next week, we will see you on episode number 42 next Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific time, right here at facebook.com/Kyber Cave or youtube.com/Kyber Cave. Peace, y'all.